This video is sponsored by Keeps.
I think Ben Simmons is one of, if not the most overrated players in the NBA.
All right, man. I did not want to make this video. And go ahead and get the laughs out. Go ahead and get the comments. And that's cool. That's cool. But I'm dead ass. Like this wasn't the video that I had planned for y'all today. But I heard something yesterday, as you all did, and it really frustrated me. So let's get into it. Ben Simmons has gone from one of the more loved, appreciated talents in the NBA, going from his rookie year to now one of the more disrespected, hated players. And I truly don't understand why. And that's what we're getting into with this video. Now, really quickly, let me put you guys on with today's video sponsor and the only people that's going to make me happy in this video, my good friends, Keeps. In my opinion, the three things every man has to worry about in his everyday life is his finances, his family, and that precious, precious hairline. Studies say 2 out of every 3 guys, we're going to experience some form of male pattern baldness by the age of 35. And the best possible way to get on top of a common problem like hair loss is to get our way in front of it. Don't wait till it's all too late. There's only 2 FDA approved hair loss products, and Keeps, they're rare enough to provide versions of both, so it's not too many like them. Also, and I've told you guys this many times, but this is my personal favorite feature. You don't have to worry about the paranoia about what's going on in the world right now with the virus and all that. They deliver your medication to your house every 3 months, so they got you covered there too. If you guys care about that precious lineup, like Ben Simmons, ironically enough, make sure you guys visit keeps.com/swishout or just click the link in my description. They're giving you guys 50% off of your first order, so you really can't beat that. Big shout out to my good friends over at Keeps for always looking out for my guys and making sure they keep their hair. Now let's rage. This guy right here, yes, him, this guy is a fucking idiot. The crazy thing about me saying this is the fact that I'm from the DMV, so they typically have the broadcast of Drew Gooden and this guy, and I've never had a problem with him. Like, him saying this off the wall ass stuff came out of nowhere. I'm not focusing on this guy in this video. I'm not even focusing on Ben Simmons solely in this specific video. I want to talk about the trap that Ben Simmons and multiple players, almost every damn player that gets drafted high, basically falls into that I cannot stand. Ben Simmons, coming out of high school, as we all should know, he was basically projected to be the next Magic LeBron-like player. Him and LeBron even had the same high school cover slam, all that stuff. So we know that. Then let's fast forward to Ben Simmons' his rookie year, where he excelled expectations his rookie year. Like nobody can argue that he did what he was supposed to do and more. Yes, that team had Joel Embiid, and yes, they added JJ Redick, and that truly helped. I'm not undermining the addition of JJ Redick and things like that. But it was Ben Simmons who basically carried that team to the second round after they were a dumpster fire for the last 5 seasons. Joel Embiid, as great as he was, he missed more than a fourth of the season per usual. I love Joel Embiid, but that has been his MO. Markelle Fultz, the person they drafted #1 overall and moved up to draft #1 overall, essentially was a bust. Jahlil Okafor, the player you drafted 3rd overall just 1 to 2 seasons prior, you traded him. So just imagine if Ben Simmons wasn't on that team to basically start what is now not the dynasty but the evolution of Philadelphia. It would be no process. I've hinted this in other videos, and I'm shaming myself for this too because it's partially my fault because I've done this. Ben Simmons has fallen trap of the players that he was compared to. This is why I cannot stand comparisons. Ben Simmons, as we all know, he was compared heavily to Magic Johnson, the greatest point guard of all time, top 5, top 4, top 3, wherever you rank him of all time ever in any position. He was compared to Magic Johnson. Is he ever going to have the impact that Magic Johnson had in that era, in this new modern day era, playing the style that he does? No. Ben Simmons, he was also compared heavily to LeBron James. Is he ever going to have quite the evolution of a LeBron? LeBron came into the NBA as an athletic-based player, meaning he relied heavily on his athletic abilities to pretty much be effective and dominate. Now, as we all know, he's developed his outside game. He's gotten even better as a passer and having a better IQ, and he still has a little bit of that athletic ability. So, is Ben Simmons ever going to have quite that evolution? I don't think so. But even with that being said, even if he doesn't have quite the impact that Magic Johnson had in that era, in this modern era, which to be honest is stupid, and even if he doesn't evolve like LeBron did, does that take away from how good Ben Simmons is right now? Hell no. The thing I hate about expectations and the media and things like that and comparisons and all that BS, we tell these players and we make these players careers before they even play. We don't let these players quite create their own careers and create their own play styles and create their own fits in the NBA and what they're going to be to the NBA and their specific teams. We tell them what they should be, and if they're not that, they're a failure. I remember when Devin Booker dropped 70 points. I will never forget this day, bro. It was in 2017, I believe. He dropped 70 points, and the next day, everybody and their moms was making all the Kobe Bryant comparisons. They were drafted with the same pick, both had their same dads in the NBA or their dads in the NBA, all this stuff, the same age, all that. And I said, that's a big mistake, and please, let's stop that. Not because Devin Booker wasn't worthy, but just for the simple fact that if Devin Booker doesn't have the same career path or the same career trajectory, even without the context, aka no Shaq, no Phil Jackson, etc., no Lakers, he's a failure. That's what we do when we brand these players. I can't stand the fact that Trae Young's career is probably always going to be compared to Stephen Curry simply because they both shoot the deep ball, and he's probably never going to have the team built around him like Steph. I can't stand the fact that Luka Doncic, if Dallas doesn't start building a better team around him and he doesn't get further in the playoffs, second, third, maybe even the finals, they're going to start saying, he ain't no damn Larry Bird. Larry Bird won a championship his second year. Larry Bird was the MVP by it. Like all that stuff, that's going to come. Just give it time.
Your coach, who also was a teammate of Larry Bird, told us this morning that he does see the resemblance. Have you looked at old film of Larry Bird? Do you see the similarities yourself?
I mean, yeah, I looked at it. I saw a lot of films how he played, but you can't compare me to Larry Bird. The thing he's done is just way. I mean, more and more games to go, a long time, so you can't compare me to Larry Bird. And I just want to keep hooping, having fun out there playing basketball.
And I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna dip. If you don't believe me, please listen to this. Who is Kobe Bryant? Who has he always been compared to? We already know. In 2008, after this man already had 3 championships under his belt, already had 3 championships under him, and he had just won an MVP, and he had just got a Lakers team back to the NBA Finals within 3 years. After all that, this was said about Kobe Bryant. Basically, in summary, there's only one Mike. Just to clarify, Kobe Bryant is never Michael Jordan. He will never be, etc., etc., etc. He has the leaping ability. He has the size, the jump shot, all that. But I don't remember Jordan bitching like a teenage girl after somebody canceled their phone bill. Even after all the amazing things that Kobe had already accomplished to that point, he couldn't escape scathing criticism just like that, simply because he was compared to the greatest player to ever lace him up. Crazy. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like this video. And matter of fact, if you made it this far, just like I've been doing for the past, comment BDPOY. That stands for Ben Defensive Player of the Year. Just to show some respect. Like I said, Ben's criticisms and his critiques isn't because he's not a great player or anything like that. To me, it's because he's gotten compared to LeBron and he's gotten compared to Magic Johnson. And if he's not that, he's a failure, which makes no sense to me. He's still a great player in the NBA and he still impacts the game in every other way. Make sure you guys like this video, man. Until next time, stay tuned.